Tav X, period, becoming one. Tav X, period, becoming one. Tav X, period, becoming one. Listen, you haven't seen me around because I was in YT jail. YT that you're on right now, I was in jail. They're jail. Um, they don't like what I say. It's crazy. Got a small subscribership and they just, hey, let's make sure. Crazy. I'll be back. Jana, I'm doing a video. I'm doing a video on YouTube. I'll call you back. Hey, if you want to join, I'll give my YouTube and you'll see what I'm gonna. I'm on live right now. All right, if you're interested in seeing me, you'll see me live. You can comment. All right, I'll send you my YouTube. JD Israel, Serene Moomin, how you feeling? The lunar Sabbath. Well, how I feel about the lunar Sabbath, that's what I follow. I follow the lunar calculations. Um, I don't follow the traditional Friday night, Saturday night. No. I do the lunar, a Hebrew, a Torah Tanakh, only Hebrew makes a lunar calendar and sends it to me and some other people that watch this channel. Our lunar Sabbath days change every month. And we do from sunrise to sundown. But the one holiday we do from sundown to sundown. But anyway, JD Israel, Tav X, purity becoming one, Tav X, purity becoming one. If you're wondering where I've been, I have been locked up in YT jail. You're on YT. There's two words. I don't want to say too much because it looks like they got like my tiny little channel on a microscope. And oh, he said this, he said that. Get him, And other people can say crazy things on YouTube. They can say crazy things on YouTube. How you doing, Jana? Tav X, purity becoming one. This is a Torah Tanakh Hebrew Israelite channel. We're not messianic. We don't read the New Testament. We don't believe in their JC. Um, Hopefully you got everybody on here and Jana is doing good, resting, so forth and so on. This is going to be a quick video. And I'm not going to say too much. I'm going to just read a tiny little scripture. I'm going to show you a video clip. I'm not going to narrate it. I'm not that I'm afraid of the YT jail asylum, but I'm trying to teach, trying to have this channel stay on for as long as it has been already, for like 4 years already. My other channel got terminated. So, I'm going to show you something. I want you to use your mind. Stop thinking one dimensional and fill in the gaps. If you've been a subscriber or you have watched me for a long period of time, you know how this channel flows. You know how Torah and Tanakh being, Psalm 83. I'm not going to go into that. That's one of the videos that got me sent to YT jail. That's why I haven't been on. That's why you haven't seen me. And I had a few other good videos, and that's it. So today's my first day back. We're gonna wait a little while. I give no notifications. I changed it. I was gonna say Psalm 83, but I didn't. Dueuteronomy 28 curses, and they're found in the bathroom. Crazy title. A crazy video clip I'm gonna show you. And just use your perception. You're going to see something from an island location where Hebrew Israelites live. But don't think it's just that concept is not done there. It's done all over where they travel and make businesses in different fashions, not just that fashion, in different. I don't want to speak too much. I just came out of YouTube jail. It's my first day back. And hopefully they don't try to get me on this. And you're going to see I haven't really said anything. I could say a whole lot, but I'm going to put a sock in it. So we're at 6 minutes and 11 seconds. There's only 4 people on. We'll wait another minute or two. I don't give any notifications. And like I said, people haven't seen me in about a week and a half. We'll wait another minute. And don't worry, you won't be on for long. You'll be on short because I'm not going to be speaking too much. It's a branch, Tavex. Your Koheleth has been in YT jail. You to jail. That's why you haven't seen me. That's why you haven't seen any recent videos from me. Set apart to Yah only. Tavex, period, becoming one. Tavex. Great to have you on. I haven't been around for a while because I had the black and white striped suit, my hands on the jail bars of YouTube. It kept me on. Jane, I've been good, not perfect, but good. And I hope you and JD Israel and Set Apart have been good and his stuff as well. I'm working on I think I got 2. I'm going to just try to stick to just Torah, Tanakh teaching of the law and the prophets, the Torah, the Ketuvim, and I'm just going to try to stick to that. And then the Veen, I'm not gonna try to go off the beaten path so they don't send me back to jail. So, but this one I had to do. It's like I had to do. It was like, yeah, a little guy in my head was going, yeah, but if you put that video up, it may put you back to jail. But I'm not mentioning races, people's names or nothing. I'm going to let you Torah Tanakh Israelites see what's going on. Use your intellect. Stop thinking one-dimensional and know that if it happens there, where I'm going to show you, it's happening all over. And different variants of that. I'm not going to say anymore. I don't want to say anymore. I just came out of YouTube jail. Damon for Yah, Tavex. Great to see you. This week, I got two. Well, I'm gonna give one at a time. Just teaching videos. I'm gonna try to stick to just teaching videos. Gonna try to stay away for at least a while because an urge, like something pulls me to do videos like this also. Because this is just an FYI for your information video. And it's for your information. Yeah. YouTube jail. Damone. That's where I've been. I've been in jail holding bars. So we ain't letting this Negro out and about on our platform. Yeah, we'll let all the crazy people say all type of crazy shit. He's not even really cursing, doing it. He's just presenting information that everybody else could find. A lot of times they like you probably didn't see this. My job as a co-help is to share these things, to make you aware, to bring caution, caution to the wind to you. So you can be aware. So just in case you're in your neighborhood and you see an establishment like that, I won't say anymore. The video clip will show it. They can be doing that and various other different things. I'm not gonna, if I didn't come out of jail, if I had a little bit more confidence that they won't throw me back in jail so quick, I would, I would have to go shove a sock in my mouth to keep my mouth quiet. But I'm gonna toning it down. The next several videos, and maybe most of the other videos that will be coming soon, which will be in the next couple of days. It's not going to be FYI videos because I see that makes them nervous when I present things like this. Okay, we did enough of time. It's 11 minutes. Whoever is not on won't be on. There are probably other people in the room, but they're not going to be texting. So again, I want to say to everybody in the room, JD Israel, Tavex, Sayed, Moomin, sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, Tavex, Jaina, Tavex, set apart to Yah, only Tavex, his sub brands, the moment for Yah, Tavex, SRD Israel, Tavex, all praise to the Most High alone. Good evening, grateful to catch this, brother. They know the Most High is about to disseminate them. Yeah, yeah. So guess what? Hey, close that Hebrew on the Island 2 guy up. Close him up. Throw him in jail. He's talking again. He's revealing things. And it's not even listen, they could dish it out, but they can't take it. They say crazy stuff about the Negro, who is the only true physical Hebrew Israelite of the scriptures, not the people that they present to you in the world and on the media, who only suffer the curses of Dueuteronomy 28 and Leviticus 26, and no other people on this flat earth experiences these curses. And I'm going to share a curse with you in this video. And we're going to get to it right now. You can leave your comment. I can't stop you from leaving a comment and saying what you want. But I won't say anything. Put it together. Put the puzzle piece together. What I would normally narrate with this, you already got the skills. You narrate it. Don't think it's isolated, what I'm trying to tell you. And don't think that it's just a bathroom situation. It goes into all different other type of things that they could be doing. Be smart, Israelites. Be smart. Curses only affect us. Do you ever hear of something what I'm going to show you affect other groups of people? These are the curses. And you know you have it. I'm older than most of you. I haven't heard and saw anything like this that they do. It's only to the true physical Israelite because we're still in our curses, but our curses are coming to an end. This world wicked system is coming to an end. All right, let's start, Israelites. And remember, also, I want to tell you, if in the future, and I gotta say this caveat every video, say in the future, if you never see me again on YT, go to Rumble. I don't have an account there, but I will have somebody help me make an account there, and you'll find Hebrew on the Island 2 on Rumble. So far, I'm going to stay on YouTube as long as, they will allow me to. And I'm only a small channel. They got their magnifying glass on me. Watch that nigga. Yeah. The curses are only on the Negro. And you know when you watch this clip, you haven't heard something disgusting like this to other racial groups. We are the true physical Israelites. We're coming to the end of our curses, but they're still here. Deuteronomy 28. I'm going to start in verse 33 in the Tanakh. In the Tanakh. The Tanakh is the Old Testament, how they call it. It's called the Tanakh, but it's the Old Testament. We only Torah Tanakh Israelites. We don't read the New Testament or those other books. We don't believe in their Christ, JC, bloody guy on the cross. All that's fake. There's only one creator and one savior, and that's the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay, Deuteronomy 28. Let's start in verse 33. A people, well, let me start here first. It says, I'm going to read some of, from the beginning of Deuteronomy 28, some in the middle, and some right to how I labeled this video. Deuteronomy 28. Now, if you obey the Lord your God, this is a covenant he made with his chosen people, the Hebrew Israelites, the Eberites, the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and the 12 tribes of Israel. Deuteronomy 28. This is how you tell who's the true physical Israelites, by the curses. People that they set up over us as us, starts with a J. We're the ancient Hebrew Israelites. The curses affect us. Things like this don't affect them. They're the head, we're the tail. But we will be the head forevermore once this world system ends. Not the world won't go away, the world system ends. It's coming to an end. Okay, Deuteronomy 28. Now, if you obey the Lord, this is the covenant that he made with the Israelites. Deuteronomy 28, verse 1. Now, if you obey the Lord your God to observe faithfully all his commandments, which I enjoin upon you this day, the Lord your God will set you high above all the nations of the earth. All these blessings shall come upon you and take effect, if you will but heed the word of the Lord your God. Blessed shall you be in the city, and blessed shall you be in the country. Blessed shall be the issue of your womb, the produce of your soil, and the offspring of your cattle, the calving of your herd, and the lambing of your flock. Blessed shall be your basket and your kneading bowl. Blessed shall you be in your coming, and blessed shall be in your going. The Lord will put to rout before you the enemies. And we got a lot of them. The Lord will put to rout before you the enemies who attack you. They will march out against you by a single road, but flee from you by many roads. The Lord will ordain blessing for you upon your barns and upon all your undertakings. He will bless you in the land that the Lord your God is giving you. The Lord will establish you as his holy people, as he swore to you, if you keep the commandments. If you keep the commandments, if you keep the commandments of the Lord your God and walk in his ways, and all the people of the earth shall see that the Lord's name is proclaimed over you, and they shall stand in fear of you. The Lord will give you abounding prosperity in the issue of your womb, the offspring of your cattle, and the produce of your soil in the land that the Lord swore to your fathers to assign to you. The Lord will open for you his bountiful store, the heavens, to provide rain for your land in season and to bless all your undertaking. You will be creditor to many nations, but debtors to none. The Lord will make you the head, not the tail. You will always be at the top and never at the bottom, if only you obey and faithfully observe the commandments of the Lord your God that I enjoin upon you this day. And do not deviate, and do not deviate, and do not deviate to the right or to the left from any of the commandments that I enjoin upon you this day, and turn to the worship of other gods, like your JC. But if you do not obey the Lord your God to observe faithfully all his commandments and laws which I enjoin upon you this day, all these curses, all these curses, all these curses, hold on, shall come upon you and take effect. Cursed shall you be in the city, and cursed shall you be in the country. Cursed shall be your basket and your kneading bowl. Cursed shall be the issue of your womb and the produce of your soil, the calving of your herd, and the lambing of your flock. Cursing shall be in your coming, and cursed shall be in your going. The Lord will let loose against you calamity, panic, frustration, and all the enterprise you undertake, so that you shall soon be utterly wiped out because of your evil doing and forsaking me. Israelites, and people that don't even know that they're Israelites. The reason why we're at the bottom is because he doesn't just judge individually, he judges the nation group of Israel, the group of the Israelites, the only Negroes on this face of the earth that fear him, reverence him, worship him, and keep his commandments, and have undivided loyalty to him. He curses the whole group. You know, when the Israelites went into, Egypt captivity, Babylon captivity, Assyria, Persian captivity, the good people had to go with them into captivity and they didn't do anything. Well, that's why you're in the state that you're in and I'm in the state that I'm in this wicked world, because we have been made to tell, because our people refuse still today to keep his commandments. Only a few. And the Most High judges the whole nation group as one. But it's all coming to an end. He's going to look upon the remnant, see their works, and put to shame all the heathen Gentiles. They're going to go where he has designed them to go. Read Obadiah 1:15, Isaiah 14, Jeremiah 30, and on and on and on. It's coming. As you can see, the world is falling apart. Verse 21 of Deuteronomy 28, the Lord will make pestilence cling to you until he has put an end to you in the land that you're entering to possess. The Lord will strike you with consumption, fever, and inflammation, with scorching heat and drought, with blight and mildew. They shall hound you until you perish. The skies above your head shall be copper, and the earth under you iron. The Lord will make the rain of your land dust, and sand shall drop on you from the skies until you are wiped out. The Lord will put you to rout before your enemies. You shall march out against them by a single road, but flee from them by many roads. You shall become a horror to all the kingdoms of the earth. You know, they talk about us like crazy, and they hate us like crazy. Psalm 83. Your carcasses shall become food for all the birds of the sky and all the beasts of the earth, with none to frighten them off. The Lord will strike you with the Egyptian inflammation, with hemorrhoids, I understand that, boil scars and itches from which you shall never recover. The Lord will strike you with madness, blindness, and dismay. You shall grope at noon as a blind man gropes in the dark. You shall not prosper in your ventures, but shall be constantly abused and robbed with none to give help. If you pay the bride price for a wife, another man shall enjoy her. If you build a house, you shall not live in it. And where I live, the Haitians build beautiful houses where I live. They don't live in there. They go to the ghetto campos. If you plant a vineyard, you shall not harvest it. Your ox shall be slaughtered before your eyes, but you shall not eat of it. Your ass shall be seized in front of you, and it shall not be returned to you. Your flock shall be delivered to your enemies with none to help you. Your sons and daughters shall be delivered to another people while you look on, and your eyes shall strain for them constantly, but you shall be helpless. Now listen to what I link our curses is to this video I'm getting ready to show you. Deuteronomy 28. That's why I said the curses are in the bathrooms. You didn't realize, but you're going to realize right now after I read this. Deuteronomy 28, the curses for the true and only physical Israelites, which are only the Negroes that suffer the curses on this flat earth. Deuteronomy 28, verse 33. Listen, a people you do not know shall eat up the produce of your soil and all your gain. You shall be abused and downtrodden continually until you are driven mad. When you watch that video, it's going to drive you mad. Until you are driven mad by what your eyes behold. Let me read that again. A people you do not know shall eat up the produce, your money. They're going to go in your neighborhoods, make businesses. A A people you do not know shall eat up the produce of your soil, and all your gains you shall be abused. It's abuse. What thing you gotta see? Uh, you shall be abused and downtrodden continually until you are driven mad. Those people are mad in the streets. You are driven mad by what your eyes behold. I'm going to share one of the curses in 2024 that, you know, if you're honest, you don't see that done to other racial groups. Fair use, fair use. Next time I go to jail, plead for me, YT jail, plead in my behalf, my subscribers. And remember, if you don't see me for long, long periods, you know, if I'm gone and they terminate me, I'll be on Rumble. You got to give me some time because I'm older. It's going to take me a lot of time to make an account and so forth and so on, but I'll get it though. Your co-hell will get it. Fair use, fair use. Remember, think out of the box, okay? Think out of the box. Don't think that this is just happening. I'm going to tell you the location, and it's current in Jamaica, where copper-colored people are at. And we're all over in the Americas, Caribbean, South America, Europe, Asia, we're all over the place. But you'll find these type of things that's going to drive you mad in your neighborhoods. And just because maybe this specific one that you may not know that is happening, it could be happening in other ways. I'm not going to get into it. I'm going to let the video speak for itself. Use your mind, and you know what your co-hell of always thinks. James Harding, Tav X, I've been in YouTube jail. That's why you haven't seen me. I just came back. Today's my first day. Hopefully they don't throw me back in jail for this one. I'm not speaking about it too much. Watch it. When I upload it, watch what I said in the beginning. I'm going to get right to it. I'm going to call this quits. I'm not going to say nothing. Use your mind. Don't think one-dimensional. Don't think it's just happening in Jamaica right now. It's happening in all the locations and neighborhoods of the Hebrew Israelites in many different ways. So remember, it says like iron rusters, don't trust your enemies, okay? Israelite, don't be just focused, oh, they did this. But I don't see that in my neighborhood because they're doing another version of it. Use your brain. Use your brain. I'm not going to say anything. I would love to narrow it. Fair use, fair use. This is already on the internet. Most people probably didn't see it. So I'm just sharing an FYI. Fair use. Let me put this out again just in case. Because these, you know, these guys are, you know, he's exposing stuff again. Get him. Make them wear the white and black outfits for jail. This is current in Jamaica, where Negroes, aka true physical Israelites, are, whether they're actually keeping the law or not.
Hey guys, what's up? Hey guys, welcome back to our next YouTube video. Big up on yourself. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and watch the ads. These are the stories that we are talking about today. So guys, in this video, you know, I'm gonna show you guys what the Chinese them do. The accent sound like Africa still, but who to tell if them not in Jamaica too? You see, well, them I use old for take some water, like them recycle some water from the toilet. You can imagine? And sell it. Then China are not easy, then terrible. We don't know to them China, they eat everything and they just feel like say everybody nasty like them. Watch your full video for yourself, guys. And tell me what you think in the comment section. Is it I say, make a comment. And respect for the support on arguments. I really appreciate it. Yeah man, drop a like and subscribe if you're new.
These people are selling water that we think is purified, coming from the toilet in a tuck shop.
What the hell is this thing? What the hell is this fucking thing? What the hell is this?
Coming from the toilet. Oh, I am. Oh, just one Nasara. Oh, this thing is going. Oh, Jesus. These people. This is the water that they are selling for the people in the name of purified water. And they are selling to the communities. Our communities are just eating or drinking water that is coming from the toilet. These people. It is clear that we must get people from health to come and see this thing. Once again, I'm taking you through this water that is coming from the toilet. It is going like that from the toilet. Here are the filters. But the source of the water is the toilet. Filth. Our people are being made to drink filth that is coming from the toilet.
John was sorry, that is so nasty. Anyway, talking about the Chinese, I'm going to show you a video here that what the taxi man them did in it's okay.
Listen, Rosdale, Tavex, watch the video, watch the whole thing from the beginning. You haven't seen me because I've been in YT YouTube jail. That's why you haven't seen me this time. I'm trying not to, I'm not going to say nothing else. You watch the video, upload it, watch it again. Think more than one dimensional. Oh, that just happened in Jamaica. The curses are on the Hebrew Israelites. When you read Psalm 66, it says, come and see the works of the Most High. He is terrible to the doing towards the children of men. In Jeremiah 32, or Dueuteronomy 32, he says, oh, you made me jealous by going after the fetishes and the other gods of the nations. He says, so you know what I'm going to do? And you won't stop. You won't stop. You're defiled. He said, I severed you from the other people, but you want to be arm in arm with them. They hate you. He said, I made them to be an adversary. I made them to be the punishment to you because you're supposed to be reverencing me only, worshiping me only, fearing me and keeping the commandments, having undivided loyalty. And I've given you everything. I've given you the earth. And then you stick your nose. He says, you don't give me your face, you give me your back. So he said, oh, okay. I severed you from the other nations. Oh, you want to be arm in arm, buddy? I'm going to give them to you. But the caveat, I'm going to put them over you. That's what Dueuteronomy 28, I told you the curses are right here. I just read it to you. And Rosdale and Stoic Israel, you came in late. Watch it from the beginning. I ain't going to be mentioning no other groups or whatever because they'll throw me back in YouTube jail. And I only got like 1,000-something subscribers. Why are you focusing on me? I'm just giving a FYI. I didn't make that video. I didn't tell that racial group to do that. And they've been doing that and other type of things in our communities all the time. I'm just showing something that I saw. I'm sharing with the Israelites. And you see, I haven't mentioned no race name. I haven't said anything. I gave you the script. The Most High is no joke. He ain't playing around, as you can see. Psalm 83, they're confederate against us. Deuteronomy 28, they're not going to consider the young and old. You know, young little Jamaican guys, the mother's going in there buying water, purified water, and giving it to their little kids. The scripture is 1000% true. They're not going to have no concern or regard for the young, the old, the maidens, the children of the Israelites. Tell me what kind of action like that has been done to any other racial group, or the ones that they promote up. You haven't heard anything like that. The Negroes are the true physical Israelites. We're the only ones who suffer the curse of Deuteronomy 20 and Leviticus 26. Keep playing with them. Even though we're coming to the end, he's going to turn the flame up. He's going to sleep a lot of you guys. And remember, in all the captivities, the prophets went in there. Daniel is a super great guy. He had to go into captivity with the N-word guys, the stiff-necked, rebellious rebels. You know, in 1 Samuel chapter 15, it says, for rebellion is as witchcraft. Most of our people are witches and warlocks. You know what? Some people, they try to say, well, I'm going to believe in the Creator God my way. And when things go wrong in my life, I'm going to pray, and I'm going to pray to Him. I got news for you. When you pray, your prayers go to the ceiling in your house and bounce back down and go on the floor and then roll into your garbage can. And then you throw it out in the trash the next day. You don't hear it. Proverbs 28. He that turns his ear from the Lord, his prayers are an abomination. Yes or no? Am I exaggerating? I'm the Koheleth. I know this. Back and forth. Disgusting. But that's Deuteronomy 28, found in the bathroom. Hopefully this video was edifying. This is my first video out of jail, YouTube jail. I'm planning to make just some teaching videos, trying to stay. It's very tempting for me to give you FYI for your information videos. I'm going to try to calm down with that and just start more teaching, even though my whole basic channel's got the majority of it is all Tanakh and teaching. But I like to give, some prophecy things that are going on in the world, FYI things. I'm going to tone it down so I can stay in front of you. And always remember, if you don't see me for a long time, who knows, maybe in the future they want to terminate me. You'll find me on Rumble. I don't have an account there now, but if that ever comes in the future, who knows? I hope it doesn't, but if it does, later on, you got to give me some time. I'll make a Rumble account and go there, and I'll just let loose. Swords out of my mouth. Because over there, you can do that. Here, I can't do that. Hopefully, this video was edifying. Let me read and make you aware. When you're walking in your town, you get a little hungry, and you see some type of establishments, just reference that. Link that Jamaica situation to your neighborhood. And maybe it won't be water, it'll be something else. Okay, I thought this is an edifying video. Again, JD Israel, thanks for being in the house. James Harden, you came in late, but you're a soldier. Rasil, you came in late. You're a soldier. Stoke Israel, you're a soldier. So listen, Stoic Israel. You keep the laws to the best of your ability. The laws that, I'll be honest with you, that, when it comes to the Levitical priesthood, laws that have to be kept, don't deal with that. Like, I don't deal with that because it has to be done a specific way. But when you read Joshua and other things, it tells you in Joshua 1, it says, do not turn to the left or the right. Meditate on these laws day and night. Don't turn to the left or the right. Then you'll have success. We'll have little success in our captivity. It didn't say, well, when we get to 2024, we're in captivity. Listen, the Israelites still did some stuff. Remember, when they were in Goshen, when they were getting ready to leave Egypt, remember, they had their own towns. They still did their little things. They didn't let them go out into the wilderness and sacrifice and do those things, but they did the little things. And when you read Joshua chapter 5, they are not in their land. They left Egypt. They're in the wilderness. They're keeping the laws. A lot of the Israelites, they're lazy. They don't want to keep the laws. The laws that I shy away from, trying to do sacrificing lambs and the burnt offerings, because when you read Isaiah chapter 1, the major prophet, he said, the Most High said, you are wicked. You don't keep the laws of the Most High. He said, in my sight, you're defiled, and I'm not accepting your offerings and sacrifices. When you read Hosea 8, this is the theme of Hebrew on the island too. I give you the Tav, the 400 numeric value of the Phoenician Hebrew alphabet. Means purity becoming one. Hosea 8, the Most High asks a question. He's not going to ask a question, are you feeling good? How's your kids? This, that. Is Israel capable of purity? Remember, Malachi 3:6, the Most High changes not. He's going to ask the same question. Are you pure? Well, you're not pure if you're not trying to strive to keep the laws. The Levitical laws, I'll stay away from. But the other laws, no. Strive to do them. If anybody says, oh, he says don't do the Levitical laws. Well, that shows that you don't really know Scripture. And you can talk that way to other people, but you can't talk that way to the Koheleth at Hebrew on the island too. I'm thank the Creator, very well versed in our book over there. I'll explain why. Keep the Sabbath. It's a forever covenant. Didn't you read that? I read it. What about you? Joshua 5. You're keeping the commandments. They're not in their land. They're keeping the commandments. In Goshen, when they were getting ready to get out of their captivity, they're still in their captivity. They're doing sacrifice, Levitical laws. But you lazies trying to get the escape route out. Oh, we can't do that. I just want to say I'm a Hebrew Israelite and keep it moving. I don't have to wear tassels on my clothes. I don't have to do that. I don't have to do nothing. I can go eat at Red Lobster because we don't have to keep the law. That's what you guys want to do. That ain't flying here at Hebron too. I'm gonna tell you, you're super duper 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 wrong. Keep the commandments. Now let me explain the Levitical. For somebody to try to send me some crazy text. When you read, because this video is not for this, but I'm just adding it to you. When you read Deuteronomy 24, when you read Deuteronomy 12, just write it down. Write the whole thing. Here at Hebron Island too, I don't memorize verses. I only know a couple verses in my head. I know the chapters because it forces me to read it again to find where it's at. So that's how I do. I'm not the same. It's like I don't say shalom. I don't give you the verses. You read it. You're lazy. Remember in Isaiah 34, it says, seek ye out of the book of the Most High and read, and none of these things shall fail. You don't read. Here, I'm trying to encourage you. No verses. Just go to the chapter. Deuteronomy 24, Deuteronomy 12, Leviticus 17, Leviticus 1. It tells you must strictly obey the instructions of the Levitical priests. While I'm summarizing, while you're doing the sacrifices, and they do the majority. You can sacrifice, but then you got to bring the rest of it to them, or they do the whole sacrifice. It has to be specific. You can't do it. Are you a Levite? Do you know Levites? Or you guys keep saying, oh, I'm Judah. You don't know what tribe you're in. Stop it. You know you don't know. Everybody wants to be Judah, Levi. And me too. I would like to be Judah or Levite or Dan. Nobody likes Dan. I want to be Dan. People don't understand because in the new kingdom, none of the tribes are going to be sinning. The law is going to be placed in the heart like it was back then in the day. Some guy a long time ago said, only when the law came out, when it came down from Mount Sinai, that's when the law was in effect. No, it wasn't. It was back in Genesis, it was in effect. When you read Genesis chapter 4, Moses is talking to Cain. He said, why are you sad? Why are you face down? If you would just do good, you won't sin. That's in Genesis. That's not in Deuteronomy. Cain and Abel. And how would Cain know good? Because the Most High put the laws and what's required in Cain's mind and his heart. When you read Genesis chapter 20, Abraham brings his wife to Negev on a trip or passing through Negev, and the king Abimelech, there's several kings Abimelech in the scripture, but that king Abimelech tells his army, well, if you see any pretty women, stop them, and their men, why I'm ask them if they married or what's their situation. If they're not married, take them, because he wants to build a big harem and he wants lots of wives. So they took Sarah because Sarah was very beautiful. And Abraham told Sarah before they got in the Negev, he says, listen, what they do in this place here and a lot of other places, they look for pretty women who's walking around. And then they ask, you got a husband? And if they don't got a husband, they take them to the thing. They give dowry to the lady's family and she'll live with the king. She can visit her family, but she'll live with the king. Because he wants pretty women, pretty concubines, pretty harems. That's what he does. So Abraham says, Sarah, if you tell him I'm your husband, he'll try to kill me to take you. So tell him I'm your sister. But technically he was a sister because they have the same mother. They got the same father, different mothers. So they took Sarah and in the king's house, but he didn't have sex with her that same day. So when he went to sleep, the spirit of the Most High came in his dream and said, yo, Abimelech, why you take Abraham's wife? He's talking in his dream. He said, I didn't take his wife. That's his sister. He said, no, that's his wife. He said, if you don't return her, I'm going to delete you and your people here, a lot of your people here. In the flash. And he said, please don't do these bad things. I'll return it. But he lied to me. So the next day, he brought his wife, Sarah, back to Abraham. Said, why you do that? You almost got me in trouble. Here, take some calves and gold and go away. And then when the Most High Spirit was talking to Abimelech, he said, but he fooled us. He said it was his sister. He said, well, that is why I kept you from sinning. So you find sinning back in Genesis, not just in Exodus when Moses is coming down from Mount Sinai. Come on, guys, get with the program. And he's going to do the same thing. Put it in their hearts, in their minds. Now, we're going through the laws. Law number 10 or 12, 15. But it's going to be later in the new kingdom. It's going to be, we ain't going to need the Tanakh. It's going to be in us again. Most High, the wisest man that ever lived in Ecclesiastes says, what I realize is that everything reoccurs. There's nothing new under the sun. Nothing can be added or taken away. I'm a student of King Solomon. That's why I know these things. Hopefully this was edifying to you. So there you go. I answered your question to the best of my ability. All right, JD Israel, Psalm 10:2. The wicked in his pride does persecute the poor, by the bathroom, toilet. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. Daniel 9, neither have we hearkened unto thy servant the prophets, which spake in thy name to our kings, our princes, and our fathers, and to all the people of the land. Israelites don't listen. They're still living like the Hebrew. They're still living like the heathen Gentiles of the world, doing all their holidays, Christmas, Easter, New Year's, and going to Red Lobsters, and eating shrimp platters, and no Sabbath, and just living like heathens. Thank you for that. I've been watching all the camps. Well, there's your first problem. Stop watching Messianic Hebrews. They're just chocolate covered Christians. They read out of the New Testament. JC is not real. We don't read the New Testament or those other books. Our people don't even know this book. Why would you read the other books? And there's lies in the other books. I've read them already. Stay away from them. You don't even got, you know, most of the people don't even have this right and understand it. Why would you go on other books? Don't follow somebody that doesn't even know the basics. I can just ask all the Hebrew camps three simple questions. They're going to get them wrong. They got no foundation. Don't follow them. You're following them to the hot volcano, okay? Stop following Messianic Hebrews that believe in a bloody guy on the cross who's a demon. And if you read the scriptures, you will know that the Creator, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the only one in Exodus 3:14 who told Moses to tell Pharaoh, let my people go. My name forever is I am that I am. Ahir Ashahir is the Creator and Savior. In Isaiah 43, he says, I chose to blot out your transgressions for my sake. Beside me, there's no Savior. But you Messianics and Christians got another Savior, JC. Isaiah 46, he says, I'm God and there's none else. I'm divine and there's none like me. I know the ending from the beginning. I know what is to come, and all my plans shall be fulfilled. Hosea chapter 13, it says to the Creator, you are our only God in Egypt. You have been our only helper. You're the one that guided us in the wilderness. Zechariah 14, the Lord is the King of the earth, and that day to be one Lord with one name. Dueuteronomy 32, he says, I am he. There is no God with me. I kill, I make alive, I wound, and I heal, and none could be delivered from my hands. 1 Samuel chapter 2, he says, he kills, he brings down to the grave, he lifts up. He makes the poor, he makes the rich. He takes the poor and beggar out of the dust and dunghill. He raises them to the heights because the pillars of the earth are the Most High. He keeps the feet of the saints. He silenced the wicked in darkness. By his strength, no man shall prevail, and all his adversaries shall be broken in pieces. Psalm 96, all the gods of the nations are but idols, but the Most High made the heavens. Isaiah 42, he doesn't give his glory to anyone or his praise. You Messianics, you Christians, you give your praise to the bloody guy on the cross who's a demon. And you're going to be destroyed at the end. It says in Exodus 22, pre-chance any of you sacrifice to any other God, save the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you will be proscribed. That means destroyed. That's what he said. You don't even know because you don't read. Hopefully this was edifying to you. I already mentioned before, I observe the lunar Sabbath, and it's not every Friday and Saturday night. It changes every month. And the more deans and the new moons is on my lunar schedule. I receive a lunar calendar from one of my sons who makes them, who's basically like a genius in school and college and stuff like that. So he calculates that. And that's what I go and read, Genesis 1 and Isaiah 66. All right, anyway. This is New Year's from Israel. Hebrew on the Island too. For those that came on late, when I upload it, watch it. And remember, if you ever not see me like you just recently just saw me, because I just came out of YouTube jail. If you haven't never seen me for a long time, remember, I will plan to make a channel on Rumble. I don't have it yet. I'm not going to do it yet. When they throw me in jail, and then maybe if they terminate me, and I pray to the Most High, they don't, because I want to stay on YouTube for as long as I possibly can. Look there where you'll be able to find me. Okay? This is New Year's from Israel. Hebrew on the Island too. Until next time.